Welcome to this episode. We're gonna go over how to bounce back into your fat loss goals in 4 easy steps. So I noticed that a few of my clients right now have been falling out of track, which is totally fine. Um, that just means you're human, right? Um, but what separates people from the people that succeed, to the ones that quit is just one thing, and that's the people that succeed are the ones that bounce back fast. They don't wait. They just want to keep on going. As I said before, success works with speed. Okay. So today I'm going to show you 4 easy steps in order to get back into your routine immediately. So no bullshit, no excuses. Let's just get into it. So yeah, you're probably here because you fell off track with your goals and you're having a tough time bouncing back. So life happens. We all get hit with something, like whether it's stress, sickness, or just losing motivation. And when that happens, it feels impossible to start again. And the workouts feel harder, the diets feel stricter, and your brain keeps telling you, maybe I'll just start on Monday. Um, this probably sounds familiar to you, right? So the truth is, the longer you wait, the harder it is going to get as you move forward, right? But if you have the right mindset, the right guidance, the right accountability, you can bounce back in half the time. Okay. So we're just gonna dive in. Just make sure you have a pen and paper with you. Take some notes. So I'm just gonna go over 7 reasons why people fall off track. Number one is, of course, sickness. You feel weak, you get tired. Workouts are the last thing on your mind. Number two is injury. You tweak your back from doing something heavy, you roll your ankle, and suddenly you're doing nothing instead of adjusting, right? Number three is your personal life hits hard. So maybe it's stress, maybe it's a breakup, maybe just a rough week, right? And you think you think you'll be back when you get better, but sometimes those weeks turn into months and those months turn into years, right? So number four is vacations and travel. Like we all go to vacations, we all travel. You'll go to buffets, you'll have drinks, then you'll feel like 10 pounds heavier when you get back, right? There's also that I'll start on Monday mindset. Like the biggest lie we always tell ourselves. Like you don't need Monday. You just need momentum. Okay. Number six, you're not seeing results fast enough. So this is for people that aren't being realistic with fat loss goals. I work with people for roughly always a year, and it takes them even 6 months to actually see a difference, right? No matter how hard they follow the plan, it is going to be a slow process, but that slow process is it's what's going to give you a good foundation for the rest of your life to keep you lean for the rest of your life. So you don't have to like rely on a trainer after a whole year, right? You know exactly what to do when these things come up again, right? Number seven is burnout. So you're burning it from doing too much too fast. Like you try to go from 0 to 100 in like a week, right? Or you go to like a 1,200 calorie diet in just the first week, right? That fucking sucks. Like it's like too much burnout is gonna cause you to like fall off track immediately. Okay. But these are all valid reasons. None of them are excuses. But the people that get in shape, they're the ones that find a way back all the time. And that's what I'm about to show you. Okay. So, the good news is you can always bounce back. So here's where people mess up the most. Like they try to make up for lost time. Instead of like overloading yourself, start with just one small win today, right? So getting those 10,000 steps in, eating one high protein meal, drinking 3 liters of water. That's a big thing, right? Why? Because action beats overthinking. So once you take that first step, the next one's going to feel easier. But if you do nothing, what's going to happen? That's what's going to lead you to spiraling, and you're not going to do anything, right? You're overthinking too many things. So it's just best to like start with one small thing just to move forward and get the momentum in. Okay. So step number one is you want to start with just one small win. Okay. So, oops. So here's where the most people mess up. Like they try to make up for the lost time. Again, as I said earlier, just drink 3 liters or 2 liters of water per day, get the 10,000 steps in, eat a high protein meal. Action beats overthinking. Okay. That first step is going to get you that momentum to just keep on going. Okay. Step two is you want to get back to your normal routine after falling out. So this is like a really big mistake people make. Like they try to make up for the time lost, right? They go into panic mode and then they think, I need to make up for the last 2 weeks. So they either starve themselves, they do workouts that last 2 hours, which doesn't really make sense. They cut out carbs, but you need carbs to actually burn the fat, right? Or for your body to function, right? So they cut out the carbs, they cut out the sugar, they cut out the fun, right? And what happens? They last 3 days instead of just going back to normal, right? So when you fall off track, just make sure you eat how you were eating before, train how you were like training before, and just don't follow the extremes, okay? Just go back to normal programming as I've told a bunch of my other clients, okay? And that's what's helped them bounce back to the groove that they have or the momentum they were having for their fat loss. Like, of course, you're gonna see like a plateau in your weight after going on vacation or something for 2 weeks, which is normal. But then there's always a game plan in order to get that flow back, which is just going back to your normal routine. Don't do any extremes. Okay. So step number three is you want to set up a short-term goal for 7 days. Okay. So if you've been off track for weeks, don't look at your big goal yet. It's overwhelming. So instead, focus on the next 7 days. So aim for 3 to 4 workouts this week, or decide to eat 80% clean, 20% whatever you want, the 80-20 rule, right? Um, no all or nothing thinking. Okay. So this 7 days of consistency is going to it's going to rebuild your momentum faster than any other perfect plan. Okay. So success isn't about what you do once, it's about what you can do and repeat for a long period of time. And then if you can repeat that 7 days, you're set for the next month. So, step number four, already here. So you want to get some accountability and guidance. The fastest way people stay stuck is they try to do it all by themselves, right? So that's like me before. Like I've hit so many plateaus just doing it by myself until I've decided I'm gonna hire a trainer, right? And once that happened, it opened so many doors for me in such a short amount of time. Okay. So yeah, the people who succeed long term have one thing in common. They always have accountability. So even for me, I have a coach right now, right? I wouldn't get to where I am right now as a coach if I didn't have a coach that coaches me, right? Or think about the most successful person in your life. They always have a mentor. They always have someone holding them accountable, right? So that coach is going to guide you. So that coach is going to be your training partner that could show up with you for the workouts or how you eat. Or you could also have another sense of community where, and like another sense of accountability where you have a community that keeps you going. So I'm just gonna plug my free community. So I have a free group channel for anyone that's interested in some free accountability. So you're hearing from me every day still. I post daily tips, voice notes, messages daily. So you'll be hearing from Coach Ben daily, right? So it's getting that extra whisper in your ear in order to just keep that momentum going. Okay. So just DM me on Instagram if you want to join that community. DM community, and then I'll send you the link on how to join. Okay. So another way to stay accountable is to tell more people about your goal. Make it public. right? Because when you're only accountable to yourself, it's too easy to quit. So, but the more people you tell, the more people will know. And then maybe like 2 weeks from now, they're going to be like, oh, how's the fat loss going? Right? Um, you're going to be surprised if you tell more people, there's going to be more people that support you on your goal. Okay. People are usually shy about like their fat loss goals, but the people that are shy, they don't see results at all. But the more people you tell, you're going to be surprised like your brother, your sister, your whole family, your friends, they're going to support you the whole way through. Okay. So the more people you tell, the more people hold you accountable, bigger team you have in order to get to your goal faster. Okay, so here's a recap. I'm just going to say this. It's never too late to restart. Okay, so listen, you'll fall off track again. That's life. It always happens. I've fallen off track so many times. Okay, but the difference between success and failure is how fast you get back up. Right, so here's what you're going to do. So you're going to go for one win today with by doing one small action. Okay. Just pick one small win. Okay. And number two is you're going to get back to your normal routine. So no extremes. Just do whatever you're doing normally. Okay. Don't make up for the last 2 weeks. Don't make up for the last month. Normal programming all the time after falling out. Okay. Number three is you want to set yourself a 7 day challenge. That's going to build you that momentum to push through a whole month. Okay. So once you get that 7 days down, the next month is going to be easy for you. Okay. Number four, you want to find someone that's going to hold you accountable. And that's it. Right. So you can join my accountability channel. You can hire a coach. Tell more people about your goal. Okay. And that's it. So you want to do this every time you fall off, and you'll never stay stuck ever again in your life. So your dream body isn't built in a day, but guess what? It's also not lost in a week. So stop waiting, just bounce back today. Okay. So I want you guys to take action right now. I want you to DM me on Instagram. So hashtag mindset. And I want you to insert one thing that you're going to focus on this week because I want to hold you accountable. Okay. So just by doing that, you're going to be feeling like you're being held accountable by me as a coach. That's free accountability. Okay. So again, DM me on Instagram at Ben Serratos Coaching, hashtag mindset, and one thing you're going to focus on this week. Okay. So if you feel stuck in your fat loss goals, in your routine, you're plateauing, you're not seeing any results, feel free to DM me on Instagram or Telegram. Instagram at Ben Serratos Coaching, and I could help you as much as I can for free. Anyways, peace out. Hope you enjoyed this episode.